Imagine a town tucked away from the world, a place Anya, a weary traveler, discovered by chance. It was pristine, orderly, but cloaked in an unsettling silence. As she walked its clean streets, she felt a strangeness she couldn't quite name. It wasn't just quiet. It was as if a fundamental part of human interaction was missing. She tried to break the silence with a friendly greeting to a shopkeeper. "Lovely day we're having." The shopkeeper looked at the sky, his face a mask of neutrality, and replied, "It is adequate. The humidity is rising, and I expect it will rain by noon, which will be bad for business." Anya was taken aback. The words weren't rude, just surgically precise. There was no warmth, no shared pleasantry. It was a simple transaction of facts. Confused but undeterred, she sought refuge in a small cafe. The scent of roasted coffee beans offered a fleeting sense of normalcy. She approached the counter and asked the barista, "Could I have your best coffee, please?" The barista, a young woman with sharp, intelligent eyes, didn't smile. She simply pointed to the menu. "Our best is a subjective claim," she stated flatly. "Our most expensive bean is the geisha from Panama. It has notes of jasmine and bergamot. Most people find it pleasant. Do you want that one?" The efficiency was jarring. There was no salesmanship, no "you'll love this," just a clear, unvarnished presentation of information. It felt like talking to a machine. Anya felt a growing unease. "Why is everyone so blunt?" she finally asked the barista, her voice barely a whisper. The barista paused, wiping the counter with a meticulous, rhythmic motion. She looked directly at Anya, her gaze unwavering. "Because in this town," she said, her voice even and clear, "it is impossible to lie." The words hung in the air, heavy and absolute. A town without lies. The concept was staggering. It sounded like a utopia, a paradise of honesty. But as Anya began to truly observe the life around her, she realized the devastating reality of such a world. She watched a doctor deliver a prognosis to a patient, his words falling like stones. "Your condition is terminal. You are not recovering. You have statistically 3 months left." There was no gentle phrasing, no room for hope. She sat in on a job interview where the manager told a hopeful applicant, "You are not qualified for this position. Your experience is insufficient, and your answers demonstrate a lack of critical thinking." The applicant simply nodded and left. His shoulders slumped not in disappointment, but in the quiet resignation of unchangeable fact. The world was pure, efficient truth, but oh, it was brutal. Relationships were stripped to their barest, most painful bones. She overheard a husband presenting a gift to his wife. The wife opened it and said, "I do not like this. The color is unflattering, and it is not my style." The husband replied without a hint of hurt, "I know. I bought it because it was on sale, and I needed to fulfill the social obligation of giving you a birthday present." There was no deception, but there was also no comfort. No white lies to soften a blow, no exaggerated compliments to boost a fragile ego, no reassuring falsehoods to calm a frightened heart. The town was a perfectly functioning machine, but its gears were grinding away the very soul of its people. There was truth, yes, but where was the empathy? Where was the compassion? Anya felt a chill that had nothing to do with the weather. This wasn't a utopia. It was a prison of cold, hard reality. The people weren't cruel. They were simply incapable of the small, necessary fictions that allow us to be gentle with one another. With a heavy heart, Anya knew she had to leave. This world of absolute truth was too harsh, too sterile for the human spirit. As she walked toward the edge of town, she saw a small child trip and fall on the cobblestone path. The child let out a piercing cry, a sound of pure shock and pain. His mother rushed to his side, her face a canvas of concern. She scooped him up, brushing the dirt from his scraped knee. She held him close, rocking him gently, and whispered into his ear, "It's okay. You're all right. You're so brave." The words were simple, almost automatic. And in the strictest sense, they were lies. The child was not okay. His knee was bleeding. He wasn't brave. He was terrified. But as Anya watched, something miraculous happened. The child's sobs began to subside. He clung to his mother, his little body relaxing in her arms. He believed her. He believed he was brave, and in believing it, he became it. The mother's lie was not a deception. It was an act of profound love. It was a shield against the sharp edges of reality, a comforting balm for a small, frightened soul. In that moment, watching the tear-streaked child find solace in a gentle falsehood, Anya finally understood. She smiled, a genuine, knowing smile. Sometimes the absolute truth is a weapon, and sometimes a small, selfless lie, a lie born of compassion, is the purest and most necessary form of kindness. It is the invisible thread that stitches our fragile hearts together. The quiet grace that makes life not just bearable, but beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more parables about our strange and wonderful world. We'll see you in the next one.